Alright, just doing this because I don't have video on YouTube and I figured we'll make one. So we had an issue with my gear selector. It would go into park, but on my my dash up here, the park light would never come on and I couldn't get the key out. I couldn't shift out of park. I did some research. Looks like it's the neutral safety switch. It goes right here on the driver's side. There's these two connections you got to disconnect, and 2 9mm nuts you have to take off to get it out. Sorry for the beeping, that's another thing we gotta fix. So what I got here, I've taken it out, taken it apart. Looks like it might just be gunked up in here, I believe. I don't know anything about cars, so I think this switch is gummed up. Maybe that spring was getting stuck. That slides on here and connects the two. I don't know. But I'm gonna clean it out, get the gunk off, see if that helps. Alright, so let's get some light here for you. Oh, I think this works. What we got, that's all gunked up. I'm just gonna clean it down. I don't know what, just wipe it off, use some denatured alcohol. Hopefully that won't do anything to it wrong. Try to get as good of a connection on it. Once I get that cleaned up, I'm gonna throw some bulb grease on it. Should help from corrosion. This is a 28-year-old car. Imagine this is the first time it's been done. I'm on here. Let's see if we can get it to focus. This part here, the spring compressed. I'm not gonna take that any more apart. Looks like it moves free. Compresses fine. This one here has a spring that was on the back of it. Get it better here for you. About like that. And that one, that fits right in there. Spring goes here, tab goes here, tab goes here. So I'm gonna just wipe it off, wipe down with denatured alcohol, get any corrosion off of it. I think the issue we have is that one. It's blacker than the rest. Not really a shiny copper, so I'm gonna try to clean up all these electrical connections, see if that fixes it. Alright, a few things. I believe they make these slots. They go on this bolt here. They give you some play, so you got to adjust and make sure your gears all line up. The back side of this connection, there's the red there. That clips on to this little metal piece here. And then you have your electrical connect. Brown goes to brown, gray goes to gray. So I'm gonna try to put this in and then see how it goes. I think I'm gonna start and just put the red connector on, then I'll plug everything in, and then I'll throw these on. And then we'll have to sit and adjust. Alright, so that's on. Those are slipped in. So let's put the gray one in there first. clips in, ground on, clips in. So then I'm just gonna get the washers and nuts. There's a washer that goes on here, and a washer there. Get our 10mm nut. I don't know if I should use Loctite or anything. Probably. We'll find out when I'm broken down on the side of the road or can't get home from work. Oh, there's one more thing. Just need to make sure that this, that's from your gear selector. Sorry, I just got you resting on my seat here. I'm trying my best. So that comes out of your gear selector. And that slides that switch, your neutral safety switch. So you gotta make sure that that's lined up in the slot there. Which it looks like it should. I got it in the park position. There we go. So I'm gonna get these started now. Gonna tighten them down tight so I can just tighten it enough it'll hold its place when I move it, but won't be stuck. Alright, so we have the park light on. It's in park, so that's good. I'm gonna start it just to make sure that it registers everything we do here. So when I shift, it should go exactly where I go. That's reverse, neutral, drive, second, first. And you put it in a park. This was the issue I was having, is when it was cold, like freezing cold, I'd go to put it in park, but it was only getting about here. Then when I turned the key off, it wasn't allowing me to remove the key. It's getting stuck in there. So no matter what I tried, because that wasn't on, so I could jiggle and jiggle and jiggle, and then eventually it would slip into park and I can get my key out. The other issue I was having is because it wasn't in park, I couldn't even compress this. It was acting like the key wasn't in there. So no matter what I did, I couldn't get that to compress. I couldn't shift. It was just staying in park until I could get some heat to it or something, and that would release. So I think I'm in a good spot. I'm gonna tighten down those nuts and then put the console back on. To get the console off, You have to have it out of park because I think that was getting in the way of here trying to put the console back in. So maybe you don't have to do this, maybe you do. I don't know. I would just put this shift 2 hands. Push that in, put it down, you know, in the middle somewhere. And then this should slide in. Just kind of drop it in there first. And that all sits. So there you go. So there's 4 screws to hold this in. You have one here, and then one here, and then one here, and one up there. And that's it. Take it apart, same way you put it back together. I didn't record taking it apart. And that's it.